The ayes have it, the ayes have it. The duration of the sitting of the House is extended by 2 hours. Divya Rani.
Speaker, sir, I rise to support the demand and oppose the cut motion. I would like to speak on demand number 68, forest. I would request the Honorable Minister and Honorable Chief Minister to regularize the daily wage workers who have been working in the Forest Department, and most of them have been working for the last 10 to 15 years. Last year, fire incidents all over across Goa. The people who were on the site, on the field, they were the field workers, they were the daily wage workers, and along with the fire watchers. So jenna itle ye ground work करतात आणि दिसभर इतले कष्ट करून ये काम करतात आणि they just get these daily wages आणि इतले वर्सां तांचे त्योच daily wages आसा which haven't been changed. So मागता departmenta कडेन की जाता तितले begin, and these are daily wage workers from across the state of Goa working in different areas of the forest all over Goa. So मागता departmenta कडेन की तांकां टेम्पररी स्टेटस तरी पयलीं करात आनी ताजे नंतर तर रेग्युलरायज करपा जाता जाल्यार सर्विसीस तांचे रेग्युलरायज करात. दुसरें इज द रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट फॉर सायंटिफीक मॅनेजमेंट ऑफ द फॉरेस्ट एंड द वायल्ड लायफ. And research and development are essential for the scientific management of forest and wildlife for the security of the ecosystem. So Forest Department has got an independent research and utilization division, and this division is restricted only to for forestry extension, raising nursery, training field staff. So Makta ki the research and development division need to focus on trust areas of forest research with respect to our state's biodiversity, wildlife conservation, ecological security, climate change, genetic resource management, tree improvement, man-wildlife conflict, आणि prevention, आणि he provide scientific inputs on mitigating the measures to the department, which is right now lacking. So if the department, if the Honorable Minister can look into this and start extra work and give the extra work to this department of his to do research, the required research in the forest areas. Secondly, prevention of the entry of the wild animals, especially आमचे जे पळय आमी गवेरेडे म्हणटात, Indian gaur and wild pigs, आमचे they have started entering into the farmlands, into agricultural areas, लोकांच्या घरांनी, शेतांनी, आणि लोक खंय रावतात थंय. So a research study needs to be done through the Forest Department's research division with the Wildlife Institute of India or Zoological Survey of India to determine what is the primary reason for the migration of these problematic wild animals and which are coming into the agriculture and human settlement areas. You have to investigate what are the food preferences, including species of the grasses, herbs, shrubs, trees, and other vegetation which is available in the wild, which can be planted for these, which are the degraded forest areas. So all these shrubs and species can be planted in these forest areas to create a buffer zone so that these animals have the required food, what they need in the forest, and they don't cross that barrier and come into the human settlement area, into the agriculture area. Because we see whether it is our Sattari Taluka, whether it's Kepe Taluka, or all over many of these where there are dense forest areas, आमी पळयता की ही खूबशी हे गवेरेडे आणि wild boars आमचे शेतांनी येवपा लागल्या आणि causing huge destruction to humans also and to the agriculture areas also. So to restore natural grasslands currently dominated by exotic species like acacia and eucalyptus. So you need to restore these grasslands, because right now there are only acacia and such kind of exotic species in the forest which are of no use to any of the animals. So whether it is the gaurs or whether it's the other animals, they don't eat these species. So the department needs to do a research and start planting and start having grasslands in these in the forest areas to prevent these animals from coming out. The department needs to do a comprehensive study on the status of the herbivore plant populations, especially the wild pig, the deer, the langurs and the gourds in forests outside and inside the protected areas. And this will help the department to declare the wild pig as a vermin, which still not they haven't. And itle randukar itle zalya and they damage the forest areas. So if they have a correct survey, te kitle asat, what is the population of it, so then they can once and for all declare it as a vermin. You need to compile a list of the forest tree species, bear asuni, karmal asuni, jamun, wild mangoes, binda, wild jagma, all these climbs which are preferred by the langurs. And that could be the reason that they are lacking in the forest areas. म्हणून हे आम्ही पळय आता माकड, every आमचे villages we are complaining की हे आमचे langur आणि हे माकड आमच्या शेतांनी येता, लोकांच्या घरांनी येता, and they are destroying people's plantations, केळ्याची asuni, coconut asuni, areca nut asuni. All these langurs are destroying the agriculture, basically agriculture of Goa. They are not restricting themselves into the forest, because hinji species which I just mentioned, the forest species, they need to be there in the right amount in the forest area. So tanche maka dista growth kami zala in the forest, and that's the reason these herbivore species are coming into the settlement areas. So install solar fencing along the forest boundaries where feasible to prevent encroachment and wild animal entry. So I request the Honorable Minister and Chief Minister to please create that kind of a budget for the forest department, so you can look into all this thing, and just 5 minutes, Speaker sir, all these things, so that we can prevent these animals from the forest coming into agriculture and human settlement areas. There's a need to develop ecotourism and adventure activities in the forest areas, because Goa is not only about the beaches, and as it is, the beaches are all overpopulated, oversaturated. So if we have to promote our interland tourism, it is needed that the Western Ghats are so beautiful with the hills and forests, and which is a biodiversity hotspot for Goa. And if we have to promote our interland tourism, so we need to develop our waterfalls, our treks, our the forest areas in a sustainable manner. आमचो जो बोंडला zoo आसा, it's the only zoo in Goa, and it is approved as a it's the only, the Central Zoo Authority has called it as a small zoo, and this is the only zoo. If we want to develop it to an international standard, then we should develop it as a biological safari park, like how Banerghatta is there in Karnataka, or a safari park how is there at Gir in Gujarat. So if we want to make this zoo, Bondla Zoo, as a safari park, then we have to develop this zoo in that way, and it has the capacity, because it's our only zoo in Goa. So we need not call it zoo anymore, and we should call it as a park, because the enclosures are beautiful now. We have to develop more enclosures, create that free space for the animals to move around, and infrastructure tarzalo, like if you visit even the Singapore Zoo, the way they have developed it, the animal park there or the bird park there, and if we do, our state is as small as a Singapore country. So आमी तर त्या भशेन तर आमचे zoo आणि safari व park म्हणून develop केलो. We will have, this is going to help tourism, it's going to help interland tourism, and help the local community by involving the local community as well. So you need, there is lots of infrastructure improvements that need to be done at the Bondla Zoo, which I am not going to go into details, but there is lots and lots which I will submit to the Honorable Minister, what needs to be done at the zoo. So accordingly, those changes can be done at the zoo. So because it's the need of the hour that we need to change this zoo into a good safari park for the state of Goa. And we can have lot of biking trails, birding, nature walks, all these activities and nature guides with the local communities for this. Dudhsagar waterfalls, it's one of our most famous waterfalls of Goa within the Bhagwan Mahavir National Park, and हांगा more than 50,000 national and international tourists हांगा ह्या जाग्यार येतात. But there is so many, this area lacks so many issues, like there is no mobile network connectivity to facilitate e-payments. Entire protected area needs to be covered with wireless communication system. If there's a solar power station at Dudhsagar for providing power supply to existing infrastructure, whether it's canteen, changing rooms, to improve the condition of the existing changing rooms, there's construct culverts and footbridges for crossing the rivers. Signages are needed. People access the Dudhsagar waterfalls in large numbers by traveling on goods train and trekking on the railway tracks by alighting from the express train. हालींच एक incident जाल्लो आणि people were on top of the trains and they started pelting stones, and there was a huge, there's an unregulated system happening. So this unregulated tourism needs to be streamlined by the Forest Department in coordination with Railway Department, Police Department and the Revenue Authority. The Dudhsagar trek is 12 kilometers long. It takes 6 to 7 hours to trek, but the roads are very bad. But the department needs to explore the use of eco-friendly material to improve the roads. At least 9 kilometers road can be improved to upkeep and to reduce pollution. The rest of the forest roads in a lot of areas across India, they have used a lot of materials which they have not violated forest acts, and they have used this material. So the same thing can be done on this very popular Dudhsagar waterfalls. Amche GFDC has been designated as a nodal agency. So I request the Honorable Minister and Chief Minister that if we have to develop the waterfalls and do regulated ecotourism activities across Goa in hinterland, then the required budgetary provision has to be made to the corporation, to the department for us to make sustainable and right kind of regulated tourism activities in the forest areas. Women and childlache uleta asतना most of our Anganwadis across Sattari are in a very, a lot of them are in rented premises, and many of them are in really dilapidated condition. And new Anganwadis need to be built and renovated on top priority. The Anganwadi helpers and teachers' salary needs to be increased, because the kind of work they do in managing the small children throughout the day, it's really commendable. So Magta ki Honorable Minister and Chief Minister looks into this and increases their remuneration. Grah Aadhar आणि लाडली लक्ष्मी हे जे मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट आमच्या महिलां खातीर हे टायमली तांकां पावना. आमचे चलयां खातीर लाडली लक्ष्मी आसूनी की ग्रह आधार आमच्या महिलां खातीर आसूनी, हे टायमली तांकां म्हयन्या एक्टिविटी पावना. जशे लोकांचे जशे गव्हर्मेंट जो स्टाफ आसा, जे कोण ऑफिसांनी काम करता, तांचे कशे म्हयन्या सॅलरी तांच्या अकावंटांनी पावता, तशेंच गव्हर्मेंटान अशें करपाक जाय की कंपल्सरी ग्रह आधार आसूनी, लाडली लक्ष्मी आसूनी की सोशल वेलफेअराच्यो ज्यो स्किम्स आसूनी, हे जे रेम्युनरेशन आसा, जे पळय जे अमावंट लोकांच्या अकावंटांनी पावता, ते टायमली तांचे म्हयन्या सारके त्या दिसा तांचे पावपाक जाय. दॅट्स ऑल स्पीकर सर. थँक्यू.
Praveen Alekar.
Speaker sir, I stand to